What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and we're going to learn a Metallica song, Hardwired, right now. And I'm going to learn it too from my friend and also a YouTuber that does a bunch of heavy metal guitar stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to learn Hardwired from Jamie Slays. Thank you, Jamie. Show us how to rock it.
Hey everyone, it's Jamie from the Jamie Slays YouTube channel, and today I'm here to show you how to play Hardwired by Metallica. Hardwired is a great song full of great riffs from the most recent Metallica album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I personally believe this is a great song to start with if you want to start learning some Metallica riffs. It's in E standard on a 6-string guitar, features some cool power chords, an epic solo, and some cool chuggy riffs. So let's just get stuck in, and I'll start with the intro riff. The first riff in Hardwired that we're going to go over is the kind of intro gallopy riff. It goes like this. So you may commonly hear these types of riff referred to as gallops or triplets, and that's because they literally sound like horses galloping along. Iron Maiden use them, Metallica use them quite frequently, Slayer, lots of other thrash metal bands, you may have heard them loads, and if you've never played them before, this is how you're going to learn how to do it. So it's more commonly 2 16th notes and an 8th note, or 2 8th notes and a quarter note, or 3 16th notes and a rest. I tend to start off with a down, up, down. So, slowly. Some people will do an up, down, up, and then start on a down, up, down, and then an up, down, up. But there's no real right or wrong. Do it how it feels most comfortable to you. I feel most comfortable doing down, up, down, like so. The second part of the song is more gallops, followed by some power chords, like so. So these are the chords you'll have in this section. These chords are 7 and 9 on the E and A string, 6 and 8 on the E and A string, and 5 and 7 on the E and A string. Each of these sections features gallops or triplets in between the power chords, like so. Then, in one of the final sections, there's a variation of that where the chords are then held out, like so. And in the final section, the chords are just rung out with no gallops in between, with a nice little run at the end that I'll go over after. So I'll just play that final run slowly. So I'll break that down for you. We've got 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 5, then the power chord of E, which is an open 0 and 2, and then the power chords of 7 and 6 again. So I'll just break that down for you again. So that's the intro section played through. Let's go on to the next part. So the next section encompasses most of the intro section, but just in slight different variations, like so. So this riff starts off with an open E note and then followed by lots of kind of chugged alternate picked E notes also, like so. And you do that kind of open sound by lifting your hand off slightly to get the open non-palm muted section, and then you come back down for the palm muted section straight after. You have to be quite rapid with the lifting off palm muted sections, but once you get the hang of it, it should feel pretty easy. Then you bring in the 7 and the 6 power chords again, like in the intro, like so. So again, that's the open E, then the palm muted section, then the power chords, then we've got the cool little run that we had at the end of the intro section. One thing to pay attention to throughout this entire song is there'll be lots of palm muting, lots of power chords, and lots of chugging with the right hand. To make sure you get the best chuggy palm mutes, use the meaty section of your hand and rest it close to the bridge and covering the pickup slightly, but not to the point that you kind of choke off the note, like so. If you move it too far forward, that's choking off the note. If you move it back a bit, you almost want it to ring out slightly like a little purr of a cat. If you have it too far forward, you'll choke it off. Which is very cool, very stylized, very genty, but today we're in the Metallica thrash territory, so we want chuggy palm mutes. The next section should be fairly simple. It's power chords of the main kind of chorus section, like so. So those power chords are the 5 and the 7 on the E and A string. If you like, you can turn it into a triad by adding the extra 7 on the D string. Then we have the same chord pattern, just moved up one slight note. Then we move over to the 6, 8 and 8, like so. So you keep your hand in the same position. So we have... The next bit can be quite tricky if you're recording the riff because we have to go to the next string, which we have to go up to the 8 and the 10 power chord on the A and the D. So we're going from... Now some tabs will show that the second part of that riff goes like this. I listened to it quite closely and I'm pretty sure it plays the same thing twice, but there also could be some harmonies where James and Kirk play variations of the same bit. So the final section is... which is the power chord on the 5th fret again, which is the 1 and the 3. Then we do the final section, which is... So you may notice as well in this song that there's quite a lot of cut-off or rests. You do that by kind of silencing the note with your right hand, like so. So you stroke it first, and then you place your hand straight back down again. Metallica like to reuse the same riffs throughout this entire song, so to get the structure, just listen through the song after you've learnt these riffs, just to piece it together. The next section encompasses a lot of slides, kind of similar to Enter Sandman if you know that song. If not, this will be a good basis to start from. Sounds like this. So I'll break that down for you now slowly. We slide to the 7th fret after playing an open E string fret. So we start by ringing out a note on the E string, and then we go to the 7th fret on the A string by sliding into it. Then we go to the 5th, 6th, 3rd and 5th on the E string like so. The notes in this section do kind of feel wrung out slightly, so you have to listen along to the song to make sure you play it correctly. It has a kind of groove feel to it, like so. So again, that's an open E string, slide to the 7th fret on the A string, then we have 5 and 6, and then 3 and 5, and then 1 and 3. So when you put all the notes together, it's played like this. The next verse section encompasses a lot of the riffs from the previous parts of the song, but jumbled around to make a new section, like so. So this section is palm muted, alternate picked E string notes, like so. Then we have the little run that we had in the intro riff. So that's that section. Again, played slowly. Then we go back to that groovy slide riff that we had previously. The next section are those chords again from the previous chorus. But the tail end of this section is slightly different. Listen out for the difference. So this time, instead of playing these chords, we actually play these ones. And the rhythm is slightly different, so it's more like this. Instead of... we actually ring those chords out slightly. So then Kurt comes in and plays an awesome solo, but in this lesson we're just going to show you the riff behind the solo, like so. Now you may have noticed that the riffs behind the solo are repeats of the previous riffs that we've used before, except the final tail section, which goes like this. So, played slowly. Which are these chords here. So that's 6. Then we have 5 and 3 that are palm muted. Then we go back to the 5, then 3, then 1. And then we play some power chords on the 6th fret again, and then we go back into that chorus section. So I'll just go through that again, played at normal speed. there you have it. It's basically every section of the song Hardwired by Metallica. It's got some cool power chord riffs, it's got some alternate pick tremolo picking, and it's got a cool solo as well. We'll cover the solo in another lesson, but that was the riffs for Hardwired by Metallica in E standard. Thank you very much. So there you have it, everyone. That concludes today's lesson of Hardwired by Metallica, played in E standard on a 6-string. Let us know in the comment section below what you thought of that song. Like the video if you enjoy it, because then we'll do more Metallica riffs, because who doesn't want to hear more Metallica riffs? And while you're at it, subscribe to Marty's channel and ring the bell. Maybe subscribe to mine also. I'll see you guys very soon for some more metal riff lessons.
I want to thank Jamie Slays for teaching us that Metallica stuff right there. That was really fun. Also, you can check out Jamie Slays' own YouTube channel in the link below. Thank you again, Jamie. And thanks for supporting Marty Music as well. Let us know in the comments other stuff you'd like to see, even if it's heavy metal. Let us know. And we'll see you later.